You're watching this on replay, and I want to thank you for joining me this afternoon. Hi, this is time for Chalking with Kathy, and today I'm going to be making a little bit of French decor with the transfer Meet Me in Paris. I'm kind of excited about this one because I love all things Paris themed, French country, that sort of thing, so I'm kind of excited about making this one. By the way, my name's Kathy. I am an independent designer for Couture, and I write the blog Vintage Paint and More, where I have lots and lots of tutorials about crafts, DIYing, that sort of thing. All kinds of fun stuff over there. But today, we're going to be using this silkscreen transfer by Couture. And first thing I'm going to do is mark the back of it so that I know which side is the wrong side to put the transfer back on. There's a glossy side and there's a matte side. And the glossy side is the side you want to lay your transfer down on because it's sticky. And if you lay it on the other side, trust me, you're not going to be a happy camper. I found that if you clip off one little corner, it makes it ever so easy to take these transfers off, because I was really fighting it at one time. And watch, it's going to make, well, there, it did it. So just peel your transfer off. Excuse me, I got a little allergies going on. And as you can see, there's a sticky side and then a top side. The areas right here, the white areas, the negative areas, are the silkscreen area, and that's what makes it so nice of a transfer, because it gives you the sharp image that you're looking for whenever you're making stencils and that. That's what makes ours so much different, is because they do turn out so nice and sharp, and they're so easy to do too. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this on a towel and fuzz it. And this is just because these transfers, this is the first time I've used this one, and they are pretty sticky. They can stick to your surface very well. And when they adhere real tightly, sometimes difficult to remove them, so I always try to fuzz them on a towel first. So today what I'm using is a reverse canvas, and this is just an artist canvas that I've taken the canvas and painted it with a ivory colored paint, and the frame that the canvas is on, I've painted black. Then when I took the canvas off, I just cut it down to size and stapled it onto the back of the frame. These are very easy to do, and I have a video of how to do those on YouTube if you'd like to check it out. So we're going to center this onto the canvas and press it down around the image, especially. You want to press it down nice and tight so that it doesn't bleed under it. This is a painted canvas, but many times when you do a canvas, it's not going to be able to be taken off as easily as it is on a chalkboard. So today, what I decided to do was, I want to do the Eiffel Tower and Paris in a glittery color, and the rest of it I'm going to do in black. However, I didn't have glimmery copper and chalk paste. So basically, what I'm going to do is use it in our ink. It will just take a little bit longer to dry, and because I think this color is just going to show up just a whole lot better than it would as the gold paste. And besides that, it'll buy me a whole bunch more time, because it takes longer to dry, for ink to dry, than it does chalk paste. Therefore, you don't have to work as rapidly with it as you do with chalk paste. And this is our multi-purpose tool that I'm using here, that I'm putting on the ink with here, where it's really kind of close and tight, and my squeegees are all just a little bit wider than what I'd like to use here. So I don't know about you, but when I'm working on something that's, I I can't seem to talk at the same time. You probably can. I just can't multitask at times. So, okay. Now I can take the squeegee and do the rest of it with it. I'm also going to do the Paris part with this. Couture is a fairly new company. If you haven't heard of it, they specialize in DIY, home decor, and they're very trendy, very on point as far as being up to date with their transfers. We have lots of colors of chalk paste and inks. The chalk paste actually can be done on most any transfer that isn't porous, and that's when the inks come into play, is if you have fabric or glass where chalk chalk paste isn't going to work quite as well. You can use ink. Chalk paste is semi-permanent in the fact that it washes off easily after, if you don't want to keep the design. Like if I decided to change this on a chalkboard, it would be easy to remove just by adding water to it and washing it off. However, on canvas, even though this is painted, I'm not sure how easy it would be to do. I haven't tried to do a canvas, take it off. So now I'm going to use the black chalk paste and do these areas where the I guess you call it postal lettering is. You know, the lettering that's so neat in French designs. I love it. And I'm going to do this part up close and personal with the copper here. And our silk screen transfers are reusable. The company says 8 to 12 times. I have a few that I've kind of gone over that amount and they're still working just fine. I love these transfers. You don't have to use them just once and then they're not useful anymore. You can just keep on trucking with them. You can do all sorts of things. You can go from chalkboards to pillows to canvases to whatever it is your heart desires at the time, and make whatever it is you feel like you want to make for your decor in your home. And I think that's probably one of the things I love the most. Now what you do is whenever you get done, you saw me kind of squeegeeing off the paste. There's no waste with this. You just put it right back in the jar. Save it for your next program, I guess. I was gonna say your next project. So then you just lift at the corners, pull across to the center, and just pull it back slowly. And you can watch and see if there's any areas that looks like you missed, or that sometimes the chalk will dry and pull up a little bit, but you just lay it back down and go over it again, and it's just fine. And there it is. Meet me in Paris. I have a sister that lives in France, and we were talking about meeting in Paris sometime. Maybe I'll do that. Now I'm just going to let this dry. It won't take too long for the chalk to dry. The ink will take about 24 hours to dry, and if you want it to dry faster, you just take a heat gun and heat it, and it will set and dry really, really fast. That's about it for me today. You can get all of the supplies here. The transfer, which is Meet Me in Paris, the black chalk paste, and we have glimmery copper chalk paste that you can purchase. instead of using the ink, but I did use copper ink today because that's what I had on hand. You want to get a squeegee to spread your paste with, and then these are very handy, the multi-purpose tool to stir your chalk paste with, to get into tight places on your transfers and so on and so forth. This is going to be hanging in my living room, so I'm kind of excited about it because I have a lot of French country touches in there, and this is going to be one more to go into it. The name of my shop is chalkcouture.com/vintage and you can get all the supplies there. The name of my blog is vintagepaintandmore.com, where you can find DIYs. I also do a lot of these chalk couture designs on there also that you can read about. This week I did the beach house and the ombre effect. If you missed that, it's on the blog. That was posted yesterday, so you can catch that there. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. And oh, by the way, I have a sale going on in my VIP group, which is Chalking with Kathy on Facebook. Today is day 5 of the sale. Lots of great bargains in there. If you feel like there's something there that you'd like to have and you just can't do without, let me know. DM me and I'll get you hooked up. You can only order those things through me because those are special prices that I'm giving myself. Those are not company-wide, so you need to join the VIP group and see what's going on over there. So that's it for me today. Thank you for joining me and have a great day. Bye.